Hi, my name's Archie. My name is Adam. Nice to meet you, Adam. Nice to meet you, Archie. Sorry, what? I said, nice to meet you, Archie. Excuse me? I said, nice to meet you, Archie. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Have you ever found yourself in a situation when speaking English with someone when you don't understand and you want them to repeat something? As a language learner myself, I have definitely found myself in this situation. What do you say? Could you repeat that, please? I don't understand. Or just, excuse me? These are just a few phrases that we can use in English when we want someone to repeat themselves. Today I'm going to teach you 11 phrases that you can use in this situation. These phrases are really useful for communicating in English, and when we learn English, it's so important to focus on the words and phrases that we need in our daily lives. So, first of all, your interests, your hobbies. That vocabulary is going to be very useful. You're going to want to use it a lot, so it will be easier to remember. And as a language learner, it's natural that you won't always understand other people. So phrases like, could you repeat that please? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that, are going to be very easy to learn and to remember, and very useful for you. These phrases are essential English, and remember, even English native speakers have to ask English native speakers to repeat themselves sometimes. We use these phrases, so you should too. This is English with Archie. Thank you for coming back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. This is where you can practice your English daily, improve your vocabulary, improve your listening skills, and practice by commenting and communicating with all the other people here learning this great language, English. Let's start with 3 simple phrases that we can use if we don't understand someone and we would like them to repeat what they said. We can say, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Could you repeat that? What did you say? Could you say that again? We can also add sorry to the beginning of these phrases to make them more polite or formal. Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, could you say that again? Now I know that telling someone that you don't understand is a little embarrassing. At least that's how I feel when speaking Italian. If I don't understand someone, I don't want to say, I'm sorry, I don't understand. However, remember that native speakers do this too. Sometimes someone speaks very fast, someone speaks unclearly, a bus goes past, or the internet connection is bad and you can't hear well. So it's perfectly normal to ask someone to repeat themselves. This is part of being a good communicator, not feeling embarrassed to ask someone to repeat themselves. And at the end of the day, it means that you want to hear what someone said. You're interested in hearing what they said. So they'll be flattered if you're really trying to understand them. However, if you would prefer to use a shorter phrase to tell someone that you don't understand or you would like them to repeat, here are some shorter phrases you can use. Pardon? Pardon? Excuse me? Excuse me? Sorry? Sorry? What? What? Now, excuse me and pardon are quite formal, so we usually only use those with people that we don't know. Sorry can be formal or informal, both, and what is only used in casual situations. Sometimes it can sound a bit rude, so even if I say it to my mum, she might shoot me a disapproving look. What's a disapproving look? So how about some more advanced idiomatic expressions to tell someone that we don't understand something? First, we have, I don't get what you mean. I don't get what you mean. This phrase means I don't understand. Now, I'm sure you know the verb get, and do you know that get can also mean understand? If you get something, it means you understand it. For example, I don't get this maths problem. This means I don't understand this maths problem. So if you don't understand another person, you can say, I don't get what you mean. And this phrase is quite informal, so if you want to make it a little more formal, a little more polite, we can say, sorry, I don't get what you mean. I don't follow. I don't follow. This phrase means we don't understand the point someone wants to make. So, for example, if I lose my job, I will lose my car. I'm sorry, I don't follow. It's a company car. I will have to give the car back to the company. Oh, I understand now. I got the wrong end of the stick. I got the wrong end of the stick. This means that you misunderstood something and you thought someone meant something else. For example, why did you only order 2 packs of pens? I thought you just wanted some pens for the teachers. No, these are for the students, 200 students, not the teachers. Oh, I got the wrong end of the stick. I thought they were for the teachers, not the students. Sorry about that. I have lost the thread of the conversation. I've lost the thread of the conversation. This means that we don't remember the point that someone wants to make. Maybe we forgot the beginning of the sentence or the beginning of the conversation, and now we're all a bit confused. For example, he was talking for 20 minutes. By the end, no one remembered what he was even talking about. They had all lost the thread of the conversation. Now I would love to hear from you. Here are all the phrases that I used today, and which one of these do you think could be useful to you the next time you are in a situation where you don't understand an English speaker? Write your favourite in the comments below. Also, if you know any other phrases, write them below and you will be helping create a big list of phrases that you and other English learners can use when you don't understand an English speaker. If you found this lesson useful, you can do 2 main things. You can like it and let me know, and you can subscribe for more weekly content to help you improve your English skills. And number 2, you can share this video on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn, or other social media to help other English learners who need to improve their listening skills, their vocabulary, and their English confidence. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you again soon. Bye!